Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Rangers review special. I'm delighted to say we're joined by PapiMento from the weTalk Ajax podcast to look ahead to the big game on Wednesday night. PapiMento, thank you very much for coming on and joining us.
Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, great game coming up Wednesday, so we're excited.
Yeah, very much so. Cannot wait. Heading out to Amsterdam a little later. Love the city and can't wait for the game on Wednesday. In terms of Ajax, they've prepared for the game in pretty good fashion, winning at the weekend, 4-0 win. And they've started the season pretty well, haven't they?
Yeah, 5 wins, 5 out of 5, so very well. And I mean, look, the Eredivisie, you might know it from the Scottish League as well. It's not the most challenging competition, so it doesn't say it all that we won five games in a row, but the team is getting better and better. We have, of course, a lot of new changes to the team, also lost our coach to United. So, we had to recruit a lot, and the team is still gelling. It's not at 100%, but we're getting the wins, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah. What do the fans make of Alfred Schroeder then, Papi? Do they enjoying the style of football? I mean, is it a bit different from what they expected with what they witnessed with Erik ten Hag?
Yeah, definitely. We know Alfred Schroeder from before. He was assistant to Ten Hag at Ajax, and I think they also worked together at Twente. So it's similar in style, but I think Alfred Schroeder is a little bit more adventurous in his style of play. Like with Ten Hag, he would have 2 pivots guarding the rest defense, and now you see it more with 1 pivot guarding the rest defense, while more are up front. So he's kind of a little bit more adventurous than Ten Hag.
Yeah. In terms of transfers, a lot of players have headed out the door. The main one, the one that catches the headlines, of course, Antony joining Manchester United for a huge fee. Of course, Lisandro Martinez joined him earlier on as well. Sebastian Haller has joined Dortmund. Gravenberch as well, joining Bayern Munich. How big a loss are these players going to be? Or are we going to see them just bring in new players as they have done, as they seem to do, and recycle each season?
Yeah, so we lost 6 players that are regarded starters for us. So that's always very difficult to replace immediately. We are also a club that prides ourselves on youth development. So it's not always we buy, but sometimes we look on the bench or at the youth program to see if somebody else can take over from what we lost. We have, for instance, Kenneth Taylor that is playing now on Ryan Gravenberch's position. We have Wrench that is playing on Mazraoui's position on the right back. Yeah. So it's not only players that we bought, but we did bring in some backup. And of course, you all know Calvin Bassey, or immediately a starter at Ajax, playing as a left central back, but also yesterday a little bit on the left back. And you saw, what an amazing player we brought in. And of course, let's not forget, I mean, we lost Haller, we lost Anthony, Lisandro Martinez. Those are huge starters, huge players for us. And but we did do some good things, like bring in Bergwijn. It's his individual quality is really amazing, and he showed it yesterday with a screamer from 20 yards, I think. So amazing quality we brought in. I think those two, like Bassey and Bergwijn, are the best we brought in. The rest need a little bit more time to really get to that level because they're young. And the team is not gelling yet. We are still not at the level we were. So it's still figuring it out. We're still early in the season. Transfer window just closed. So I don't know all the players. I haven't seen all the players that came in yet playing for Ajax. Yeah. So that says it all.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned Calvin, Papi. I wanted to ask about him because he was loved at Rangers. His transformation in the last probably 6 months at Rangers last season was incredible. That's what earned him his big money move to Ajax. A bit of a disaster of a debut, getting sent off, but how has he recovered, and what did the fans make of Bassey?
Well, first of all, Bassi seems like a very intelligent player, and on the camera, people love him. He has that smile, So,
Yeah.
yeah, hard to get around that. As a player, amazing. I think Ajax fans don't see the red card as a problem. We had Kivu also, and many great defenders that started their debut at Ajax with a red card. So we see that as a positive. And after that red card, when he came in, he has been playing amazing. We play him as a left central back. I think you see him really playing with the brakes on in that position. But we are very happy with also the added bonuses. He's not only an amazing defender, and he has the athletic ability and the speed and the physicality to win every duel. But on the ball, he's also very good and very calm, and that's what Ajax fans and Ajax as well appreciate a lot. So yesterday there was a moment he switched to the left back position, and you saw also the amount of energy and drive he has. And he immediately gave an assist also from that left back position to Kudus. So we're very excited that we bought such a great player and that he chose for Ajax, because to be honest, he could have also chosen for a bigger league.
Yeah, I'm glad he chose Ajax as well. He could have easily went down to the Premier League in England, but I think he'll learn a lot more. I think Ajax, different style of football, and they play the football the right way. So I'm interested to see how he gets on. Hopefully he doesn't have a good game on Wednesday, though, Papi. That's for sure.
I hope he shares all the Ranger tactics with our coach. So.
In terms of Anthony, I wanted to touch on him in closer detail. I mean, huge money received for him. The feeling in England is that Manchester United have overspent on him. But how good a player is he? Do you see him doing well at Manchester United?
I see him doing very well at Manchester United. But look, the amount of money that they bought Anthony for, it's not only because he's worth that, because of course he's not worth that. It's also the timing of the clubs coming in at the last moment, and that's what Ajax didn't want him to sell him basically, but they forced our hand by paying that 100 million. And if it wasn't that hard 100 million, our board wouldn't have, because it's the board that overruled our technical team to sell him. It wasn't planned this way. And that's what you saw also bring in Ocampos from Sevilla on a loan deal. That is really like to bridge a year, so players like Conceição, Mohamed Ihattaren have a little bit more time to get to the level required to be a starter at Ajax.
Yeah. Now, of course, I'm sure that you would have all seen Rangers' poor display at Parkhead on Saturday lunchtime, losing 4-0. Not the ideal preparation for this game. Can you expect Ajax coming out the traps early on and trying to put Rangers under pressure?
Ajax's way of playing is always having the ball and putting pressure on the team. And I think we're on the ball. We are very, very good. I think Rangers have a chance when they adapt the counter-attacking system, because you did see in the games, even though we won it, we were in the rest defense. So in the counter-attack, we were exposed. And this is something that might be key for Rangers. This is something that our coach still needs to develop, because there were moments yesterday as well against Cambuur in the first half that they had more chances than us, and big chances. So if they had the quality to finish those, we would have been in trouble. And really, it was Bergwijn's individual quality that got us a 2-0 at the end of the first half. So even though we were winning, it's not all perfect yet.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on Dave Vos, because, of course, Rangers have brought him in. They have a Dutch coaching staff, which makes it adds a different element to the game against Ajax. What was the feeling towards Dave Vos, Papi? Was he highly regarded at Ajax with his work in the youth academy? He was. I mean, he wouldn't make this step if he wasn't. So Ajax is always a club that they look at. We have a great technical team, and usually when they have a little bit of experience, these clubs come by and they take him. But yeah, he's very skilled, and I think he's very good to the team. But also, the team
from Bronkhorst is also like getting the right matches for him, making sure it's all balanced out, so they have the good a good chemistry between them.
Yeah, and Van Bronckhorst, of course, played for Feyenoord, a legend there. What sort of reception do you think he'll get in the Amsterdam arena?
He was also a Dutch international, so
Yeah.
I think a lot of fans also have a lot of respect for him. But yes, he coached and he played for our Celtic, basically Feyenoord. It's not it's not a club we really enjoy. So there is some resentment there, but we were very happy that he won from PSV going forward in the Champions League.
Yes.
And I think every fan was cheering for Rangers. So that says it all.
Yeah, was that a surprise, you think, in the Netherlands that Rangers were managed to get the better of PSV, especially in Eindhoven? They don't lose many matches at home.
I think Rangers played very good as a team in that game. Van Bronckhorst knows, of course, the Eredivisie, knows PSV and Ajax and the philosophy of how they want to play. Look, PSV is more of a counter-oriented team, so they move back a little bit and then they try on the counter to get those goals. With Ajax, you will see a whole different thing. You will see possession-based, ball dominance, and really using every inch of that pitch. And that's going to be difficult, I think, for Rangers, but not impossible.
Yeah. And who are the players that Rangers should be wary of? Who can cause them some damage on Wednesday?
I think if you look at Brobbey, Bergwijn, Bassi, Timber, for sure, those are really, like, I consider the top level players at the moment. But also don't forget our captain. He's playing off position. His best position is the left wing, but because we bought Bergwijn, we moved him to the 10, we moved him to the striker position, and we moved him now because Anthony left to the right wing position. So our team is not set yet, and still we're finding the right players in each position, but it's not clear yet what the starting 11 is.
Yeah,
just to be totally truthful.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they line up. And a lot of Rangers fans are heading over to Amsterdam. Papi, where should they be going? What's the good bars in Amsterdam that they should be heading to?
I mean, the stadium is close to the Bijlmer in Amsterdam, and you have so many bars and places to sit, eat, close to the train station. So anywhere you will be on that square, you'll be happy. There will be people cheering. I think the vibe will be electric. Close to the stadium, that's what you should be, where you should be.
Fantastic. Excellent. Well, that was brilliant. Thank you for that. I know, and obviously just a reminder, you're on the podcast, weTalk Ajax. Where can people find you, Papi?
Yeah, on YouTube, weTalk Ajax, and also on Twitter, weTalk Ajax. It's the same name. And my name is PapiMento, of course. We do this with 3 other panel members, Juan, Ajax, and Sahbi. And fans of Ajax, and we do this just because we love them. I guess you do that too.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, it's been great having you on. Thank you for that bit of insight into Ajax. And let's hope the best team wins on Wednesday.
Let's hope.